Hello everyone. I, it seems like every time I start this program, all my audio devices get fucked over, so give me just 1 second. There we go. Now you should hear me at the game. Someone. There are about 4 minutes of usable practice left, so how about we put the boat lay, actually, how about, before we do anything else, we put the boat lay back into the pits, into the garage, because it needs a little bit more on the tire pressure side here. Because it's quite cold conditions, meaning we have quite cold tires, meaning we have low tire pressures. I can run them similarly. We have quite low tire pressures, which doesn't quite help when racing, you know. So let's give it a good go before we go into oh, we have a BMW behind. Before we go into hi Scotty. Well, yes, you see the tire. It's 24 degrees ambient temperature. They do not heat up. I've done a few laps. They do not heat up. They don't like this. Don't worry, Bob. I will not win. You can see in the top left, my best was a 153.3. The midfield is about 150, high 40, like mid 49s, high 49s, low 50s, that around. I could make that time up, but I am not entirely I had a great lap. The one that ended up being a 153 was a lot better than this, but I ended up screwing myself over on a singular turn. Not this one. This one now. Because I misjudged my braking point completely. But oh well. My phone is screaming at me that it is very low on battery. But oh well. I have to keep in mind that there are GT4s on track currently, meaning I am faster than some people, like for example this poor fella. And I've actually watched the track guide that they give you. Oh god, yeah, you're not supposed to drive it like this though. God, don't hit the grass, people. Don't do that. Come on, drive fast. Oh, I stalled it. Isn't that lovely? I am very cold. I am also hungry, but mostly cold. There's also shit on the track, which is just absolutely lovely. But yeah, I'm quite alright. How are you doing? Practice is over, meaning driving. 10 minutes left means driver brief thing. I can never tell whether I should take this corner in first or second. Fuck this lap up anyway. Okay, we're gonna return to the pits to attend the driver's briefing real quick. Which means I'm gonna turn off the desktop audio and head into the driver briefing channel real quick. Go. Yeah, I know. I'm meant to stay on the track, but I know. You know, we make do. Oh well. You got this, don't I? You said you to aim for 30, so it gets to 30 when I drive it like this. SMH. Yeah, well, details. Just have to. Oh well, now I know. Oh, hush. That's not true. If I were, the game would be able to properly describe my surname, but it can't display my surname. Oh god, the first corner is gonna be fucking awful. No, fuck you. Here. Hop. I should. I should. I should. I'll be honest. This is gonna be a fucking painful race. There's 3 chicanes. And there's barely any other corners. But hey, we got this, right? This is fine. We again have 1 tire and fuel stop. Let me actually do some. Let me just. I know your surname, obviously. I find it cute. Remember? Let me just go for the. So apparently. Well, yes, it is more of a speedy bit, but. So we're gonna need about 112 liters, which is on the safe side of fuel. So I think I'm gonna start us off with 50 liters. adding... Actually, no, I'll do 60 and 60, right? I'll add another 60 just to have a buffer. And we're gonna do 27. Just the same way the rears are done currently. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let me actually save this real quick. Botley. Just so I can use, in case it gets reset for some reason, I can still use it. Okay, so timetables. Looking at the GT3s, there's 3 people who have not qualified. I'm 2 seconds off. No, more like 1.5 seconds off the person in front of me. So, given that, how about? Oh, my traction control should be on 4 because it is quite cold. There we go. That's more like it. Oops, that was the wall. Can I please... Scotty, this is an AMS race. I'm just gonna race it as is. I am the slowest driver in the GT3 cars, okay? It's not like I have a chance at winning any of this anyway. I will happily take advice at a point where I'm not currently sitting in a Bentley going around Monza. But as of right now, I'm just gonna go with what I have currently. And it's gonna be fine, I'm sure. I will read your message in a second. But it's probably something about that there is a lot of very qualified drivers in AMS, and I'm very well aware. I've lost to all of them, aside from... Actually, I don't know whether I was last of the GT3s last time. We shall see how this one goes. Again, I've practiced the track some this time around. Oh, this is... I looked at the wrong board. I may have looked at the wrong board. Thank you for staying out. This very Porsche, I believe it was, tried to dive bomb me earlier in the chicane, the first corner. I don't know how a GT4 car gets the idea to be like, hey, how about... let me just dive bomb this GT3 car in practice on the first corner. Like, okay, interesting, but oh well. Oh well, oh well. Let's go! The speed and the power! Yeah, to 100. Off the brakes slowly on the throttle and full on send it. Okay, there's that. 152.4. Bonk. And to the pits we go. But honestly, I am quite alright with that. Considering if gap country. Like, the thing is what Scotty said about AMS being a bit of a stretch. The thing is, the first time I raced in the AMS, there was like, oh yeah, there were some very talented drivers on the track. Turns out they were like, we're gonna make it more restrictive for people who are actually very good at this game. Well, who are very capable of driving a car around the circuit. So that supposedly has happened, and I will be honest, there is a lot smaller skill gap than there was, but it's still like there's some very, very capable drivers in this very field. My traction control has set itself back to 3. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep it there. Though I can do with some less ABS. There we go. Everyone's bunching up. Let's go! Oh, my tires are actually getting cold. The good thing is I don't technically need to leave a gap to the car in front of me. Because I'm slow as shit. But the person behind me, they don't know that. So let's see what we can do on our very first lap on this qualifying time thing. Yes. Words and such. With the hopes of having at least a somewhat mediocre time on this. If I'm honestly not the last driver in the GT3s, I am gonna be happy. That's my only goal for this qualifying, is not being the last out of the GT3s. If you remember how qualifying went last time, I couldn't even complete my first lap because of because I spun at the end. So I then had to do another outlap, essentially. Oh yeah, because I reset to the pits, because I think I had damage or something? I don't quite remember. But I do remember that I then had to basically do 3 laps that didn't really count towards anything, and only then got to do a timed lap, and it was horrible. A horrible time, which I never even actually ended up beating, so I had a very, very slow time. This one, that wasn't a nice one, but... Oh, 152.1! Oh my fucking god, what the hell happened? Let's just add another one here. A lot earlier on the power. What in the ever-living Renault happened here? Jesus. Ah, damn it! That slide. Hey, I mean, I'm still 20th out of 23, but, you know. Yeah, I'm half a second down on my fastest lap, but my last lap, so, you know, it's 21st out of 23. I do apologize. Oh god, I missed the breaking point hard. Yeah, okay, we're going back up to traction 4 for the next lap. Let's give it some more. 3 to 150. Oh, what a Chad! Come on! I'm last currently, but, you know. No huge slide. I'm still last, yay! We can do better though. This is the last lap and our qualifying time. And we shall start last of the GT3s. Pretty damn certain. Unless... Hmm? Yes! Woohoo! Oh my god, we are not starting last! Hell to the yes! Whew! Oh god! My heart is pounding. I am so fucking happy right now. This is incredible. This is just 100% the yes. If anyone is interested in watching the commentators, the commentators who do a great job every time commentating these races, do feel free to jump over to the Twitch of OniD Racing and give that a look, because that is always quite fun. I also noticed I forgot to turn on the game volume, so there's that. Artie, you have such a nice way with words of bringing people joy to their lives, I'll be honest. But I am last because they still had a lap then. They still had a lap to go. Oh my god, the person who's in front of us is on the exact same time as us. They have a 151.175. What a time. No, but this is a 148, right? 148.4. That's nearly 3 seconds of difference. A lap, which, you know, is just great. But, oh well. Yes, got a commentator last time as well. It was good. I do enjoy watching them, and I do also enjoy rewatching them afterwards. I also forgot to set up the stream with low latency, so you'll have to live with it. This is fine though. You'll be fine. Though we have the GT4s out now currently, and let's actually take a look at the GT4 timetables. They are actually no, I think they should be about starting there. No, they should be getting towards finishing, shouldn't they? Their first laps, their first validatable qualifying laps. Not too sure though. I can't really judge how much slower GT3s are around the track. But you know, what do I have a qualify? 157. Okay, so they're about 7 seconds off. The fastest is about 7 seconds off. They also have a gap of about 3 seconds in there. Like, a bit less. 2.2, sorry. So, oh well. Interested to see what they can do. They should now be about finishing their second lap. Apologies. Their first valid lap, 158.7. Should be about, I believe, midfield for those. 159.6. Not bad at all. No new 158.25. Not bad, not bad. The Porsche seems to be a sort of cheat code because a lot of people are setting quite good times in the Porsche. It could be just a nice layout with a mid-engine, but I don't know. I'm not an expert. Ooh, a 2-minute 3 and a 2-minute 7.8. What is happening there? That is an incredibly long second sector for this one. This one's quite... No, that's not what I wanted. This one has quite the long second sector. This one also is a little bit longer. Oh, sorry, this is the one. Yeah, this is quite a lot longer here. A bit longer here, about a second. Yeah, they just didn't have a good lap, I don't think. I think Lilystone... Let's check on Lilystone. Well, they're having a good run now, currently. And then braking here at the thing, turning in, nice. Keeping the wheels in the curb very well, and then after the speed, I do believe that they are on routes to a decent lap here. I do so at least hope for them. Gets turned in nicely, loses the back end, but catches it again. Very nice. Coming up. What do the timetables say? For the GT4s and the Maserati. Oh, a 2-minute flat. So that's an improvement of 7 seconds, which is quite good. So they are, I believe, were they also the slowest? Yeah, the Maserati was the slowest, but they matched, or even bested their practice time, which is quite good. You know, notable. I am not. Shut up. Oh, no, Iris, you see, all the GT4s are right behind me, meaning I'll have the GT4s up my ass. Not as fast as a GT3 car, I know, I'm aware, but, you know, there's a chance. I'm not tired, I'm capable of over 1 hour race, this is fine. Oh, God. I am kind of envious of the HUD that the OniD commentators have in the... Did the James is trash? No. The OniD commentators have in the stream, where you can see these logos, right? You see all the brands, but on the overlay on the OniD stream, the GT4s have a little GT4 under them, so you can tell that this is a GT3 Bentley and Bentley. This is a GT3 Porsche, and this is a GT4 Porsche, which this is lacking the normal game HUD, but you know, this is fine. I am not right. This is not an oval race, but this is Monza, which is similar, but you know. That's also true, Iris. I only just noticed how delayed this chat is. I need to fix this for the next stream, definitely. A next stream, mind you, I still have to buy DLC for, but it is on the sale currently, so we're vibing, right? We're vibing. Let's see. We have races. The next one is at Kota, I believe. Yep, The next one is at Kota. I know it has an oval, but it also kind of is a stretched oval, isn't it? Look at it. It's very, very, actually, it's not very shaped at all, is it? It's kind of just flopped on there. I must say, though, I do love how the top 13 are all within 1 second of each other in terms of lap times. I mean, look at these. The top 3 are within 1/100th of a second. This is quite incredible. Quite incredible driving. Sorry, not 100. No, 1/10th of a second. I am quite stupid. 1/10th, of course. God. Because, I don't know, you should have signed up for this race series. I don't know. I've streamed in further. You never ask me. Which I don't blame you for. I'm not that interesting of a person. But, you know. Oh, I am dying. It is cold. And I forgot to take my 2-layer socks. So I'm going to have to try... Well, my second layer of socks, obviously, is what I meant. But I'm going to have to try compensate for that by wrapping the blanket around my entire body like a burrito and still accessing the pedals. This is going to go so fucking wrong. This is fine. Well, we are starting 2.7 seconds off the leader in lap time, but last time we did prove that keeping it semi-consistent did help, and we ended up having a really, really nice battle for 19th last time. Mind you, last time we also started, I believe, 22nd. So, if we do like what we did last time, without the spinning, we should be golden, right? Okay, so before we get going now, let me just check our setup again. We have 27 there, that is correct. Traction control on 4 and ABS on 2, please. Fuel strategy 60 litres and 60 litres, that is fine by me. That I haven't touched, that I have not touched either. I'm gonna need some wing, please. Damn, that's why I was probably spinning. I wasn't aware that I didn't really have any. Okay, so I've changed the setup a little bit. This is fine though. We got this, right? This is fine. Alright. Looking forward to the formation app. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, Artie. You should be driving with me a lot more. We should do a lot of nooming. I only really did I do it before, possibly, but I only really like, to me it only really came up as like a big thing when we did the co-stream of Beamer G's career with 2 people controlling a single car. So there's that we did. That's camera. I do apologise. That's also not the button. That is me lights. That's probably me wipers. Yes. I do not remember what the rain light was, but I mean, there is no rain. This is fine. But here we are. Going to go in single file, and I can already tell you that by the time we reach the end of this lap, the people are going to be all over the place, and everyone's going to have to do some catching up. So I'm not looking forward to the formation lap, but this is fine. Also, funnily enough, I'm about to... It's already chaos. Someone can already not decide on how they want to have their racing done. Or their formation lapping. Yeah, I'm gonna be teleported to the pits in 30 seconds. Fuck off. I'm gonna do some eco driving, low RPMs, you know. We are using about, on average, while racing, 3.1 litres per lap. Oh god, the front tyres are losing heat. God damn, bring up some of it. We have some rear wing angle now, luckily, which is going to kill us on the straight, yes, but I think it's going to help us overall with all the corners that are at a higher speed. Yeah, just don't mind me, I'm just gonna... I need tire warmth. We're gonna be on the same level as the GT4s at this rate, having no tire heat at all at the end of the formation lap. Or actually, maybe the opposite way around, because the GT4s start with cold tires. We start with warm tires. I'm just gonna... But yeah, this is already being a bit of a mess here. Also, my phone is basically dead off charge, empty of charge, so I will likely not be able to look at the chat while driving. Only once we do the pit stop. Oh yeah, now we have to do all that catching up, as I said earlier. This is the annoying bit. You end up just going way too slow in the beginning, and then everyone goes incredibly fast trying to catch up to this, and yeah, then you have a bit chaos. But we're about to start the race, so sit back, relax, and watch me, and especially hear me, complain, be shit at racing, and some other shenanigans. Yeah, you go in the pit, sir. Oh, that was a good start! We didn't make a mess out of turn 1 so far! Oh god! Don't stall it. Wow! Just... Oh god. I will be honest. Yes, I could have braked a little bit more than I did, but on the other side, leave me some space. And if they couldn't leave me some space, then to the person who didn't leave them space, leave them some space. Again, I'm sorry if I caused anyone any unnecessary trouble, but I feel like I didn't do much badding here. Also, the blanket is horrible. The blanket needs going. There we go. I'm free of blanket now. I can actually feel the pedals again. Tires are still cold, so not gonna risk too much on this. First lap. Yeah. do want to catch up to the Ford eventually, though, so, you know.
Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Aha! Alright. Let's get some racing going, shall we? Okay. I mean, considering all the things, I think we got off pretty decently in this first lap. Oh, missed the braking point, missed the braking point, missed the braking point.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Come on. Lovely, lost 2 positions again, shouldn't have opened my mouth. But they do seem to be fighting, so...
There's a slow car behind.
Don't mind if I give it a bit of an attempt at overtaking them eventually. If I can catch up to them. Well, everyone around me having quicker times than me, which is just lovely. Big loaf of cars at front here. Using a bit more track than I should have. Using all the track that I could. Come on. $200, 100. Let's keep up the pace. 20 seconds is fine enough. Oh god. Yeah, that was entirely on me. I will likely get a penalty for this. I misjudged my braking point hard there. I do greatly apologize. I know they can't hear me, but I still do.
Clear on the right.
Oh, it's Just Love again! Hello, mate! I know you. I know you very well. Oh, Just Love going wide just as me, but he managed that one better than I did.
Well done, mate. This has been your muscle best.
3, 2, 150. That was more than clipping the curb. Oh my god. That was bad.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Keeping it nice and tidy. At least to the extent that I am currently capable of. Since clearly I'm not the most tidy driver today. I'm gonna try do my best here. I also noticed I'm not in the cab that I'm usually in. There we go. Ooh, damn, okay. Let's try to do a bit nicely. A bit better. Wouldn't mind that. Again, not really a clipping of the curb, more like a riding of the curb, and didn't end as fatally as last time I did it. No! Speeding in pit lane! Oh, damn. Rest in peace, my boy. I can take this first corner here a lot faster. I just never dare. Because I fear that I'm gonna fuck it up. I did fuck up that last one. The last left-hander. But, you know, we vibing. I'm still trying to somewhat keep it, like, safe.
Fall behind to the car in front in sector 3. Well done, mate. This has been your muscle best.
But, you know, I'm doing my best here. Oh god, way too early on the brakes there. Ducking in, sliding out again, and then coming in for a brake right there. Oh my god, that saves a lot of time if you hit that braking point right. And that one. Balancing it. There we go. Oh damn, messed up my riding on the edge of the grip, but oh, they're going in for pits. I was gonna race them for position, but I'm gonna take the position anyway. Still not 100% confident with myself in this first corner with the braking point, but you know, we'll get there. Disqualified now? What are they doing? Okay, no disqualification today.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
19th, alright. No, that was Truslov! No! Rest in peace, see you later. We will see them again, trust me. It was like the one car we raced properly last time. It was great fun. It would be a shame if we didn't see them again. I couldn't quite duck in enough there. But keep in mind, we still do have a lightly damaged front end, so we are not driving with the most perfect of vehicles. No, I did a lot more there, and it paid off. God damn, 0.8 seconds up on our fastest lap. Just gotta keep in mind that I can dare if I get my trail braking properly. Oh god. That nearly sent us in a spin, so having saved it at all is quite an achievement for me. Again, they're not quite digging into the chicane on the inner side here, as I should, which would help the car round the corner a lot more, making that very first corner out of the two Lesmos a lot easier. Out of the two lesbians. 3, 2, 100. Oh yeah, grabbing that curb. But going for a little spin while we're at it. Nearly spin at least. A 151.6. Hell yes, please. But as you've seen there in this last corner, if you can get your tyres into that inside curb dip, that saves a lot of damn time. It's incredible how much you can save there. Just by getting the inside curb and getting that grip. It's quite impressive. What's that number 13 doing all the time? Come on in there. Both of them, again, not getting quite into that curb. But, oh well. We have in front of us, about 8 seconds ahead, a Mr. Cole, or a something Cole, whom I would like to have a word with. So let's try to catch up to Cole, which I'm now not doing anymore because they are now 10 seconds ahead. Stay out! Stay out! People do not know how to drive. I swear. Cole is still 8.2 ahead. Which I credit entirely to my own lack of driving skills and not to the other person turning in on me. Slowly creep out. Slowly start creeping back in and brakes. Oh god, what was that? Cole now 9 seconds ahead. I don't think I'm catching up anytime ever. But hey, we do have the number 15 behind us, who I believe has already eaten quite a few penalties, so... which is why they would be 33rd. And not really racing us at the moment. Hey, we are still getting a better lap than last time, just because of that final corner. That is quite impressive. Lovely, just lovely, just wow. God, the number 15, honestly. What have they, what are they, just, I mean, yes, they misjudged their braking points. It's all fair and good. Just, Jesus. Yes, I'm also not the fastest around this track, but Gibbons. Finally got that corner right, though. Save some good time as well. So I thought. You don't turn back into me there. Lost some time there, some valid time. What are you flashing at me for? For driving? I'm gonna report the number 15 for not being able to drive and flashing their high beams at me. Why you... Then drive past, you dumbwit! Fucking hell. I don't even know what flashing the high beams is, and they can be fucking glad I don't. They may be fast, but they are not the nicest of drivers. Let's put it that way in front of us there. Damn, wrong gear. Yeah, there we go. All the time gained lost again. Or actually, no. We are 25 minutes in now. We have 17 litres of fuel left. The Logitech pedals feel awful as always because of that block. I can't judge whether I've hit the end of the travel or not. Misjudging that braking point myself a lot. Always losing time through there. It's frustrating a little. Let's do a couple more laps and then we'll go for the pit. I have 4 more laps of fuel. Let's use that to the most we can. Let's do, I would say, 2 more laps, and then we're gonna pit just to make sure. Because now we're gonna start getting into traffic. And if it gets bad this lap or round already, I'm gonna pit this lap. But if not, I'm gonna try stay out another one. But yeah, now we have the GT4s about. Is it the number 15 then? I think that was the number 15. Oh no! I honestly don't feel bad. They seemed like a bit of a very nice person. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pit this lap, because otherwise I'm gonna end up in a lot of traffic. Yeah, the yellow flag sector 1. Don't mind if I do some pitting then. Oh god, way too early. Did I just about get it? I think I did. Okay. We are going for the pit. Yeah, honestly, number 15 is a bit of a, you know, bit of a special one. That. I'm also getting the bodywork repaired, which is why it takes a few seconds longer, but I think it's a good shout that we end up with a very, very fine piece of machinery here that we can hammer home the last 35 minutes here. And about 3 seconds before the controls get unlocked, we should start the engine. Okay. It doesn't quite work like that, does it now? Oh well. Well, we are still 18th out of 23 according to the top listing. And according to... Oh. I honestly, I can't tell you even where the hell the pit lane speed limit starts. So I'm just gonna do it the next lap, and then we'll be fine. Such a shame, honestly, but you know, we're gonna lose the position again. The 18th. But the person who's currently 19th has not even pitted yet. So I think, despite now having to serve a penalty as long as a pit stop, we would have been so, honestly, so well underway if I hadn't misjudged where the pit limiter is meant to start at. Oh, it's there! Oh, that is... I don't like that at all. Oh, God. This is annoying. This is very, very annoying. Because we're now going to... Oh, they also have a stop and go every 20 seconds. But the 23rd does sure not have that. Well, well, well.
We are at the halfway mark, still a way to go. Let's go, let's go, go.
26th! Lovely, lovely, lovely. That penalty... That penalty, I swear to God. I hope this thing now disappears once we're out of the pit lane. Otherwise I'm going to be angry. There we go. And we also have a free track around us for a little. Especially behind us, which I do enjoy. We also have enough fuel, I believe, for the rest of the race, or we should at least. I should have given us a little bit of a buffer when it comes to fuel, so we should be alright. But I don't want to jinx it, so let's just keep driving, keep hoping.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Alrighty, let's get back into proper racing. Lots of people in the pits there.
Car is in pit lane.
6.5 seconds to the person in front. Probably a GT4 though, considering it was... The gap was closing when I looked. 5.5, yeah, the rate at this is closing out does indicate GT4. And the fact that it is closing is also indicates, oh god, bad, bad, bad. Oh god, bad number 2. "19th out of 23 in my own division, which is at least something, right?" I'm not going to touch the pit lane ever again on Monza. I do not like it. 2 new people who suffer from pit lane because they haven't practiced it, just as I didn't. So at least we are not the only ones. The person in front going into the pits. Three, 2, 1.5. Off the brakes, on the throttle, on the brakes, and on the throttle a bit badly, but we are moving. Yeah, schmoving. Oh god, I don't know where my brain went there. I just stopped braking. Instead of just trailing the brakes, I ended up just completely letting go of the brakes. That's not how that's meant to be done, by the way. You're meant to trail the brakes off, and then on the power you go. And that's how you make... Holy shit! That is so much faster around that corner. We just took 0.8 seconds, essentially, out of just one little corner, having been trail braked right for once by me. Holy crap! Now just don't fuck up the last corner, and we are down. We're gonna be down in the low 50s even. Holy crap. Oh, missed up the corner, missed up the corner. Oh, I can't math, I'm sorry. I am quite sorry about not being able to math there. But we are 151.6 was our quickest. Our last lap wasn't even our quickest. Where did I lose all that time? Oh well. Let's keep up the good pace. We're 19th overall, and a lot of clean air in front of us, so we can do a couple of decent, hopefully consistent laps. Sorry, consistent, hopefully decent laps, that way around. I would much prefer having a consistent laps at our current rate than having a couple of decent laps but not being consistent at all. So, you know. Excuse if I am a little bit quiet now. I do want to finish this race at least at somewhat of a acceptable position. Not that great of a line through that corner, but oh well. Oh, lovely. Yellow. Well, now we're in the GT4s, in the middle of them, which, you know, had to have happened at some point. So
Clear on the right.
leaving you space. There you go. Goodbye, Maserati. The quicker they are away, and I don't mean to sound rude here, but that was the slowest of the GT4s right there, at least in qualifying with the Maserati. I didn't want to have a lot of time behind them and basically lose time. We have behind us a car that is going to lap us in a second there, so just going to keep that in mind. But they are still 2 seconds away, so we are all still good. We have a massive yellow moment behind us there. Not really capable of seeing that, but that's what we have the commentator stream for, because I can watch the replay later. And I will, because again, I do like the OniD commentators, including Scotty, a lot, and it's always fun seeing what else happened during a race that you partook in. Getting a nice rotator right there. Another GT4 car ahead of us, but we are on the straight, so we are just capable of zipping past. Very nicely there. And a new fastest lap of 1:51.37. I can very much live with that. Ooh, nearly messed this one up. I take the 0.6 seconds though for getting her out the GT4 Mercedes there. With 18.5 minutes left in this race. Okay. I'm just gonna stay on the outside lane here, let them duck. Come on. There you go. Williams passed. We do have the Mercedes between me and the next person who's going to be blue flagging me. That dip is such a lifesaver. Honestly. Also keeping it up the back of that Ferrari a little right there. Right up to 18th as well. Having the person in front of us in the pits. Using a little fast slap here, but not as much as I would have feared we would. And keeping it nice and tucked in behind this Ferrari. Messed up my line there a bit. But still, keeping up with the Ferrari of Williams here. Quite pleased. Oh, should not have opened my mouth. I should not have opened my mouth. We have Stephens behind 4 seconds. Driving for position here. So, gonna do our best to keep them behind 4 seconds. Or increase that gap, actually. Preferably. .5, okay. 3.7. Back to 4 we go. The way that I would prefer it, in fact, yes. .7, 3.6, okay, somewhat consistent, though slowly shrinking. We're getting past this GT4 on this straight, big time saver. In comparison to possibly Stephens, who will hopefully have to do that in the corners where there can be a lot of time lost. No, they did get past that wheel nice, but still keeping the 4-second difference, which I will happily take. Ooh, track limits moment. Oh, not even. All right. Nice, still 3.6. Keeping the focus on the racetrack. Oh, 251.19. Hello. And now again 1.18 seconds up on our fastest lap just from the first corner. I am quite stoked with this race so far, and we have 12, well, near 13 minutes more to go. There goes the time that I had gained, but you know, happens. And with that Porsche, I can see the time we are up on ourselves dwindling in front of us. Oh, on two-wheel moment! The Porsche on two wheels through the last bit of bendy bits here on this track for going to the last corner. Don't want to go too sideways here. A bit of tail waggle is fine. Still up on ourselves by 0.1 seconds. But an invalid lap, I do believe. Or, no, actually, no. 51.1 flat. I'm taking that. Thank you very much. Ah, damn. Dipped in the sand there, losing a bit of time. Not keeping up the pressure on ourselves a bit. In the mix of a giant horde of cars in front of us. No, none of which are really what I am looking for, that being the 17th on this grid, whom I would like to have consumed. Very nice. Both GT4s on the straight Eaton again. In front of us, number 22, which could be a GT3 car, actually, considering we have 23 GT3 cars on this very track. But it is not. This is M4, a GT4 M4. Gladly taking that. Not the best laps, but, you know, still a 51 time. So still very, very happy with that. Bit deep into turn 1. But I do believe that is... No, it is not a better line. Well, now I do know. Let's see how far ahead... I do not know. But keeping up with Williams and Slowblom, I am not going to pronounce that. I am actually really rather happy with this so far. Yes, they are probably getting significantly slowed down by the GT4s, but still, at the end of the day, sticking behind two of the top 10 drivers in this race. Don't mind if I am capable and currently also actively doing so. It's going to duck under this Porsche and keep the speed. 151.3 again. Very, very pleased with this. Actually gaining on the two cars ahead on track of us. Right here, because they both got a slower time around the track this time around. Though I am running deep into the first corner. Not making a huge mess of it, but losing half a second on our quickest time. Sadly, sadly. 7 minutes remaining in this race, and I am still not completely fucking fucked yet. So I count this so far. Decent effort. These two ahead also obviously fighting for position for a good couple of laps now, so slowing themselves down, slowing each other down mostly, which allows me to keep up with them a little bit better than or a lot better than I would otherwise. Not the nicest of laps, and it's going to be a high 52 lap as well after the end of this, but we do have Stephens up behind us again on the little list on the bottom left side on the screen. However, 4.6 seconds behind. A place where I can happily see them staying for the time being. 4.8, 4.9 now. We're losing yeah, no shit, Sherlock, I made a mess of the first corner. But I don't think it's gonna matter too much how much we are gaining on the 17th, considering the race ends in 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be slowing them down through this section much. My big problem is that right behind them is a car that I am actively racing. So I'm just gonna keep to the outside here. And try... Oh god, Stephens has got a lot closer in just this one manoeuvre. As we have lost a considerable amount of time right there. Letting this GTR through. I'm going to try to open up the gap to Stephens again. 1.7 seconds currently. But 4 minutes 40 on the clock, that is. Still some time to gain, or some places to lose. Just got to keep it nice and tidy for those remaining minutes. Approximately 2 or 3 laps. They are gaining on average on the lap. They are about a second quicker. They were about a second quicker on their last lap in comparison to our fastest one. So there is that. I'm hoping I can shake them off a little. However, keeping out roughly 1 second difference. I do believe they will gain on the straights though, considering my rear wing is quite angled, considering the speeds that we are going on this very track, and the amount of straights as well. Ooh! Hit that ditch a bit too hard, that sand pit, with half a second now between us and Stephens. Oh, they're gonna duck underneath, but can they make it stick? just about in front still. Now with the... Oh, that is gonna be... Is this gonna be 2 cars wide into the first corner? It just seemed like they bailed. Okay, not gonna complain about that much. We do have some traffic here forming, which seems to be the top 10 not going quite the speeds. Yeah, I just overtook the faster car because I am currently racing myself. Ooh, bad line. Very. And they take that opportunity. Stefan's taking that position. However, going to have to let this Porsche pass. Meaning, damn, I too have someone behind me I need to let past. That Porsche sliding, big slide from the Porsche, however, still containing it relatively nicely. Come on, pass, go, fast! The stress, everyone. Cole also having a look there, a little bit behind. Also, that would be a fight for position, while the BMW goes wide into the last corner, apologies. I was nearly following them, considering I was like, oh, you can go this fast in this corner. But no, you can in fact not. Just to see whether we can catch... No. Shit. Oh, God, I do apologise. I am very, very sorry. I misjudged the brake. I saw the BMW's brake lights light up and I was like, I can do that too. But I seem to have gotten a little down. A little bit too close to the BMW. But seems like there was no harm really in this collision. I probably broke their rear airbag, but they still got their position. They didn't lose too much, I don't think, so I'm hoping this is fine. Still track limits, okay. Keep the focus up, come on. Last lap in the hopes. I don't think I can get Stephens to make a mistake here. So this looks like we're going to finish this 17th? Oh damn, second gear. Wrong gear. Wrong gear, therefore not even giving me the chance to catch up to Stephens here. Pretty sure this is not 17th but 18th. And the person, someone just left a bit early, but you know. So this looks like we end up 18th. This looks like an 18th position, I do believe, for us in this race. And I can look at the chat again. I do apologise for not being able to really read the chat while I was very actively racing. I do not have a second to monitor anymore. It's on them to pass rather than... Exactly. If they are a lap behind, it's on them to pass. It is a very, very cruel pit lane indeed. And yes. Yeah, here we are, finished in 18th, it does seem. I am very... Oh, obviously there's not going to be any info on anything right here. The replay, can I save this? Oh, it's this session. Obviously, it's gonna be this session. Yeah, no, but that is it. That is the race of today, and we're gonna quit here right to the menu. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for taking part. I do apologize again that I was quiet, not quiet, sorry, that I didn't really, you know, I did not really look at the chat because I honestly couldn't really do so while driving. I'm very, very glad how this turned out. And thank you everyone for watching and have a great night.